to the Brother Eel Show. Please allow us a few minutes, a few seconds to make sure all this systems is in compliance. Thank you for your patience.
Growing slice of Forbes' World's Billionaires list. There are 369 female billionaires on this year's list, up from 337 in 2023. Together, they are worth nearly $1.8 trillion, about $240 billion more than last year. Here are the top 5 richest women on the 2024 Forbes World Billionaires list. At number 5, Mackenzie Scott. The billionaire philanthropist got 4% of Amazon following her 2019 divorce from Jeff Bezos, and she pledged to give away most of her wealth soon afterward. In March, Scott awarded $640 million to 361 organizations that had applied in a competition for funding. Her lifetime giving has climbed to a total of $17.3 billion, made up of a collection of smaller, no strings attached donations that often come as a surprise to recipients. At number 4, Jacqueline Mars. The Mars Inc. heir owns the candy and pet food giant along with her brother John Mars and her late brother Forrest Jr.'s 4 daughters. The company owns iconic brands including M&M's, Snickers, Ben's Original, and Pedigree dog food. It was founded by her grandfather, Frank C. Mars, who began selling buttercream candy from his kitchen in 1911. At number 3, Julia Koch and family. The widow of David Koch slipped from second to third richest woman this year. She and her 3 children inherited a 42% stake in Koch Industries, which has businesses ranging from oil refining and medical technology to paper towels. At number 2, Alice Walton. The richest woman in America is $15.6 billion wealthier this year due to a 34% jump in Walmart's share price in the last 12 months. The heiress is the only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. Unlike her brothers, she's never sat on the retailer's board, instead choosing to focus on art. She's known for opening the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in her hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas, featuring works from Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell, and Martha Rothko. And at number 1, Francoise Bettencourt Myers. The granddaughter of a L'Oreal founder and heir to the family fortune is the world's richest woman for the 4th consecutive year. The majority of her wealth is tied to her nearly 35% stake in cosmetic giant L'Oreal Group, which has $45 billion in revenue and marquee brands like Maybelline, Kiehl's, and Lancome. Bettencourt Myers, who inherited her fortune from her mother, Lillian Bettencourt, first appeared on Forbes' billionaires list in 2018, worth $42.2 billion.
Wow. I like that one, man. You understand me? I didn't see Oprah on that list. She probably in the top 10, but um, wow, these sisters, wow, wow. I thought that was informing.
year. The majority of her wealth is tied to her nearly 35% stake in cosmetic
So
giant L'Oreal Group, which
let's look at that. I hope y'all took some notes. So you got. I hope I took some notes. Shit, I took a mental note. So you got the first lady was who? Amazon. It said she was lightweight, but she 5 though. She was 5th though. So top 5. I mean, that's she didn't, and they said she did approximately gave away about $17.3 billion. I wonder what's that about. Was she like, I'm gonna give away my wealth? I mean, is she traumatized from the divorce? I don't know. Was she wealthy prior to the marriage? I don't know. But they did reported she gave away about $17.3 billion of her wealth. I don't know. That's interesting. Uh, so she was Amazon, right? Amazon. Boom. I know they had the daughter of the founder of Walmart. So, we're gonna look at the common denominator in this. You got Walmart on there. She was like, let's see here.
Forbes' world's billionaires list. There are 369 female billionaires on this year's list,
369.
up from 337 in 2023.
Okay.
Together, they are worth nearly $1.8 trillion,
369
about
billionaires.
$240 billion more than last year.
I was getting this money.
Here are the top 5 women on the 2024 Forbes World Billionaires list.
Getting that money, bro.
At number 5, Mackenzie Scott.
Okay.
The billionaire philanthropist got 4% of Amazon
She
in a
won hers from the
competition for
divorce.
funding.
I don't
Her
know.
lifetime
I don't
giving
know.
has
Let me,
climbed.
she was given 4% from the divorce. But let's say that I don't know how long they was married and what kind of work she put in. As far as like, a lot of times our wives be the foundation, the secret behind our wealth. So you never know. They might have been partners, like actual partners. She might have been the one pushing it. You never know. But she got 4%. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take nothing away from her, but I'm going to say this. That divorce she got on, right? She on her own, independent of my man.
To a total of $17.3 billion, made up of a collection of smaller, no strings attached donations that often come as a surprise to recipients. At number 4, Jacqueline Mars. The
Jacqueline.
Mars Inc. heir owns the candy and pet food giant along with her brother John Mars and her late brother Forrest Jr.'s 4 daughters. The company owns iconic brands including M&M's, Snickers, Ben's Original.
Hold on. Sister Jacqueline Marsh. Ooh, I love this one, y'all. They own the candy. All the candy that y'all taking y'all children in there to get from the gas station, Myers, Walmart, the side store. You see it right there. That's ruining your children's teeth. Send them straight to the hospital with all kind of diabetes and high blood pressure and brain issues, mucus issues. They made a fortune off getting you sick, and you don't even
And
know what's
pedigree
happening.
dog food. It was founded by her grandfather, Frank C. Mars, who began selling buttercream candy from his kitchen in 1911.
I mean, that's inspirational though. So it's like it's always a double-edged sword to this thing, ain't it? It's like, dang, now that's how you switch that light on. Say it was, and that's what it's about, y'all. Y'all got to be in y'all laboratory inventing things, not being a damn robot. We so much of a robotic society now that we done forgot that we're the creators of it all. We're the innovators of it all. Get your butts in your labs right now and go and create something. Go and invent something. Because you see these inventions, this creation turns into generational wealth. And that's the part of the brain that's been shut down, your innovative part of your brain. It's been shut down. And so you like, I gotta go to work. No, you gotta go to work in your mind to create an invention that can take you and your family to the financial level that you desire to be at. And then you got to get healthier to help your innovation. You can't eat the stuff that made these people rich. We talk about multi-billionaires, Snickers. I used to love Snickers too. I used to love
M&M's, Snickers, Ben's Original, and Pedigree dog food. It was founded by her grandfather, Frank C. Mars, who began selling buttercream candy from his kitchen in 1911. At
So
number
he began in 1911, the grandfather, he invented something in the kitchen. Okay, and what is the nationalities of these women that's being presented in the top 5? The top 5 wealthiest billionaires in the world, amongst 369 other women. I would love to see some people from some more sisters from out of our community to be on this list. My wife should be on this list. My mother should be on this list. These people are geniuses. They should be on this list. My daughter is going to be on this list. If you don't feel like that, I mean, what are you feeling right now? Why are you watching this episode? We're talking about money. We're talking about inspiration. We're talking about wealth. What was in her grandfather's mind? Who spoke to him? What spoke to him? Did he steal that invention? Did he actually take it from somebody else, from some, we hear these stories a lot too. Come to find out they really stole this stuff. But in this case, what spoke to him? What spirit spoke to him and said, you know what? This is a great invention. This is going to bring your family all the wealth that you can ever imagine. Point number 2. We are the reason why these people are wealthy. The facts. Who bought all the candy? Halloween. Who going to eat that stuff? They're going to do trunk or treats right now. You probably already went to one. And guess what you just got? High blood pressure, diabetes, sickness, brain confusion, heart failure, cancer, constipation, bone deterioration, and you done made this family rich from the purchase by the tunes of trillions, and you done made the hospital rich, and you done made Big Pharma rich because they finna prescribe you the pills, right, for the sickness, right, that you purchased, right, and gave to you and your family in the name of Halloween. So all this stuff is a psychological attack. And so you got to get your mind back right. If you can make somebody else rich, wealthy, to the tunes of trillions, you can do the same thing for yourself. Why not invent a healthier candy, open up your own store in the confines of your yard, your house, and sell your candy? Sell a healthier version of what you've been consuming and make the tunes of trillions of dollars. And what we can do, we can put the pressure on people to get their butts out and support it. You supported Mars. You bought all the Mars candy. You buying it right now. But you talk about this white man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it back to politics, but it's all facades. It's all a false proxy. You've been supporting other nationalities your whole life. You've been programmed to make somebody else rich while you sit up here applying for a Section 8 voucher in the Riverside. And it's not an attack on anybody. I'm looking to raise the consciousness of our women to the next level. Because if their consciousness is at an all-time high, they know who they are and who Allah is. They know that Allah and them is one. Then the nation is saved. Our people is saved. Because through the woman comes man, comes humanity. So the first school is in the womb, the spiritual school. You're being taught by mother. So you look at a baby that's crying and always crying, and mother was crying during the state of pregnancy. The mother was sad. The mother's happy, she's healthy. You get a happy, healthy baby. So what does that mean? The transparency. There's a transparency rule and law when it comes to the baby and that child. The baby experience, feels, hears, eats what the mother goes through, everything. So we got to understand that. We got to understand these principles, these forever principles. You can't change this stuff. You understand me? And so a lot of these sisters have inherited that wealth. Their inheritance. So the grandfather was in there working and creating an invention. I'm an inventor. I've created everything that I've ever produced. Created it. I've created the opportunity. I've created the scripts. I created the plan. I created the actions. I created the results. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Look at the wealth that their people created. An intelligent mind of innovation created. The ambition, the drive, the vision was there. But make no mistakes about it, it's a lot of principles being shown right here. We have the ability to make somebody else's 15 to 20 generations wealthy. Let's reverse that energy, right? I believe, no, I don't believe anything. I know we have done enough for everybody else. This I'm showing you right now. If you don't have $64.3 billion, you should be listening very closely right now. If you don't have, if you don't have $17.3 billion to give away, you should be listening very carefully right now. These are women. These are our women. Our women supposed to be pushed to glory status, not to some kind of prostitute level, some kind of demeaning and devalue level, some unintelligent, unwise capacity, and then promoting that imagery like our sisters, our women is nothing more than sex symbols. What are we talking about here? We have the most intelligent, anything that a man does great, his mother get credit for it because she produced him. So in all of his greatness, who produced his greatness? His mother. So what does that say about her? She got to be the greatest. So no, we in a new schoolroom right now. We must uplift our sisters, our women, to the maximum, to them, push them to their maximum capacity to help them reach their potential, not to devalue, demean, bring them down, get these false proxies as this is all our women can amount to. They got to sell some butt. They got to do some things that inappropriate. They gotta leverage their bodies. They gotta, come on, man. That ain't what we promoting to my daughter. That's not what I'm promoting to my daughter. I'm not doing that. You on this level, 64.3 billion, 99.9 billion. I mean, I'm in here and I'm at the table now, like her grandfather was. I'm in here inventing something right now. Right now, in the peak hours, the God hours they call it, 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep. Why would I be sleeping? I'm on a mission. The Most High said, you slept enough. Get up. Let's get to work. I rise. All praises is due to Allah. I rise. In Islam. You understand me? While my daughter is resting, I'm in here creating an invention, building an enterprise, an empire for her to inherit. For her to inherit our customs, our creed. They say if a wealthy family, you didn't come from a wealthy family, let one come from you. And wealth is spiritual, and man is spirit. You understand me? So it's a lot of pointers here. We have made everybody, we finna get ready to make this lady Mars, Jacqueline Mars. We getting ready to make her so rich right now. We finna go out trick-or-treating. We finna buy big bags of candies, which is full of poison. Factual. This is facts. So your demise, and guess what the candy, and this old candy too, this will make it so bad. It's old processed candy that's in the stores in our community. And again, I'm asking you, your demise has made somebody else's family rich. So the sicker you get, the richer they get, the bigger hospitals get, the bigger big pharma get. Do you want to bankrupt these industries? Well, we're going to show you how. It's very simple. Eat healthy. Grow your garden. Stay out the stores. Bankrupt them through this conscious practice. Put your hand in the soil. I can say this to you. Why? I am a man who grow gardens. I put my hand in the soil with my son and says, son, this is how you feed yourself. Not only the food, I grew cannabis. I'm a grower. Hey, no, son, this is how you support your family from the earth. Mother Earth. This is a fortune. I'm teaching you wealth. You're a multi-billionaire, son. You're a multi-billionaire now. You know how to feed yourself. I don't got to go to the store for a tomato. I'm going to grow a tomato. You have to install these principles in your child's called early childhood development, and leaders lead by example. Forget telling somebody something. You got to lead the way. You got to put your hand in the dirt. You got to go and touch Mother Nature. Go and talk to her. When the last time you talked to a tree, man? When the last time you talked to the grass? You talk to the squirrel. You talk to the wind. You talk to the sun or the moon. When the last time you talked to the stars? I'll wait. You're too busy watching the so-called stars lead you down the wrong way, leading you into Walmart to make Walmart richer, wealthier. Woo, that's a good mean mug there, boy. Jacqueline Mars. This is amazing.
The company owns iconic brands including M&M's, Snickers, Ben's Original, and Pedigree dog food. It was founded by her grandfather, Frank C. Mars, who began selling buttercream candy from his kitchen in 1911. At number 3, Julia Koch and family. The widow of David Koch slipped from second to third richest woman this year. She and her 3 children inherited a 42% stake in Koch Industries, which has businesses ranging from oil refining and medical technology to paper towels.
Okay. Oil refinery, paper towel. Okay. Let's talk about it.
Technology to paper towels. At number 2, Alice Walton, ranging from oil refining and medical technology to paper towels.
Technology. You see how we're looking at the common denominators here. Medical technology, right? So you got candy, gonna send you to the hospital. You got Amazon, who made a supreme rise during the so-called I wouldn't even call it pandemic, the scandemic, which he cornered the market. He was able to monopoly the market. You couldn't move, you couldn't do nothing, so you had to go through Amazon. So all of a sudden, his rise goes. So you can see the manipulation here. You can see the manipulation. I'm not trying to bring down the point of what the presentation, which is the motivation, right? For our women, for all women, American women, that has ambition and inspiration and vision, and it's 369 female billionaires. 369. Let's increase that number. I got to get my wife on the list. I got to make sure my daughter's on the list. I got to make sure my nieces is on the list. I got to make sure they know that this list even exists, that they can be on this list, right? And that's important because, it's like, can I do this? Absolutely. It's already being done. And I always tell people, what billionaire do you follow? Get in the room, follow the billionaires, listen to what they're talking about, take in their strategies and adopt them. A person that works a 9 to 5, no disrespect to you, but I talk to my guys all the time, and we're not on the same frequency. They're comfortable. They're comfortable. They're happy in their current, not everybody, but they're happy in their current situation of somebody else taking care of them, right? The risk, they're afraid of the risk. They don't understand the risk, right? They don't understand the risk when it comes to investing in yourself. burning your ship, wages versus profits, and how do you get to the wealth side of things? So our mind frames is different. So we want to get to the youth. We want to get to the younger group because it's better to build children than it is to build broken adults. You understand me? It's like a waste of time almost. So we got to get to my daughter, for example, my nieces, for example. You want to get this material to them to motivate them to become innovators, to become creators, because they already that. They already are creators. They produce life, period. They make a decision on whether you're going to be an X or a Y chromosome. They make this decision. They've already in a CEO capacity. They're already in a creator's capacity. They've been fed, force-fed garbage that reduces their intelligence down and robs them of their innovative, creative minds. It robs them of their wealth. This current U.S. castration system, these weak-ass schools, excuse my French, these terrible schools, they don't teach you innovation. We looking for innovation. Come to Beaver. Come to the Brother L Business Academy. No, where we produce innovation, innovators. We teach you, we stimulate that pineal gland. We teach you how to do it yourself, how to be a self-starter, how to fall in love with yourself and your ability to create circumstances, events. You can create it all from thought. But you got to be back in control of your mind. You got to study the billionaires. Right now, we're studying the billionaires. We want to know who are the top 5 women billionaires in the world. And how did they get there? What's the machine that's behind them? What was the vision? How did this happen? Well, we got our women, right? And you look on TV, you see the images out there. You see the images. We watch what's that called, y'all? Zeus. Don't make no mistake about it. We observe Zeus, the Zeus Network, shout outs to them. But we watched that Baddies. And we seen some of our former students on Baddies, or student on Baddies, and it broke our heart. Like, we get it on one hand, that's the reality that they live in, but on the other hand, that was the point of our philanthropy work. That was the point to prevent that kind of outcome. These sisters can get to their success without alienating themselves, without devaluing, demeaning themselves, and then thinking it's a cool thing to do. Then your children, they got children. Then the little boys watching this stuff, the little girls watching this stuff. What does this mean for our society, man? I'll wait while these women, is 369 billionaires, growing women, females, and ain't none of these sisters look like the people that was on Baddies. It didn't look like the predominant people that was auditioning for Baddies. I'm being honest here. Let's be honest here. They talk about they bad bees and they some rich bees and all this stuff. They didn't make the Forbes list, bro. I don't see the founder of Baddies make the Forbes list, and I'm not hating on her. I love her. I love what she's doing. I appreciate what she's doing as an entrepreneur from Entrepreneur. I'm not hating on you, but I'm saying they didn't make the Forbes list. And none of these women that I see on here is out showing their cootie cats, their butts, their breasts, or none of that stuff. I don't know what they do behind closed doors. I don't have that story, but I can tell you what they're not doing in the public. And in fact, we got to do some research to even find out that they're the top 5 wealthiest people on the planet, as far as females concerned. So let's make it make sense. Why do our community of women must show their bodies, this sex appeal, must have a certain kind of mind frame, an unintelligent one, to be promoted, to get into the light, to be marketable? You got to be dumb and sexy to be marketable. You got to show off your body and give up your principles. What about your children? You telling me your sons and daughters is not going to feel some kind of way when they get older looking at these images of their mother? That's tough, bro. That's real tough. That's real tough. That's real tough. We're talking about a bag here. So what kind of a bag are we talking about, though? Because the bag that Sexy Red and them got, the bag that what's her name got? You know, the one girl, they used to go with the brother from the little group. I can't think of her name because I ain't into it. She like Dominican or something like that. Her, the rest of them, I'll wait. Did they make the Forbes list in the top 5? No, they will never make the top 5, bro. No, Oprah Winfrey didn't have to take her clothes off and do all this stuff in the public and demean and devalue herself. Not the way that I'm seeing how they doing the so-called idols that our community look up to. That's on. Remember the radios? They on the radio all day long. They on the TV that we watch, the channel we watch all day long. The frequency. Remember we talked about that in the last podcast. They control the frequency, the lower frequencies. It's just like on the movie They Cloned Tyrone by Jamie Foxx. It's being exposed. But while they reaping in millions, billions, trillions of dollars off your trauma, who eat candy? Who gonna eat candy the most from trauma? It's already shown that it's a direct link to bad eating, bad diets. When you are stressed out, you eating salts and sugars all day, which leads to obesity, bad health, fatal outcomes. At the same time, it's generating trillions of dollars for the industries and billions of dollars for the families that founded these companies that's controlling the industries. These are facts. See, we want to deal with factors here. We don't want to deal with your opinions and your beliefs. Keep that stuff at home. Right here, we're dealing with factors. Mars, this lady's rich, Jacqueline Mars. And who buy her stuff? Who spend the most money on all holidays? We do. We do. We have adopted foreign customs as a practice in our household, not realizing these are customs from the occupier, the occupying force. I don't care if you don't like what I said and how I said it. It's the truth. It's the truth. And you got 369 billionaires. I ain't seen none of them sisters make the top 5 list that's been shaking their butt on TV, showing their cootie cats and breasts, talking nasty, talking supposed to be sexy, and all this other stuff, and poisoning our daughters. That's what they're doing. Poisoning an 11-year-old little girl, a 12-year-old little girl out there trying to move like a Sexy Red. Look at the statistics right now, the sex epidemic. Little girls willing to do all kind of stuff. How is that cool with you? How? And our baby. Let's think about it. These people up here and y'all going to the doctor, look what they control.
Owls. At number 2, Alice Walton.
Her net worth
The richest woman in
72.3 billion, bro. Stop playing with me. Who shop at Walmart? Okay, then. Where is Walmart located at? Who does it attract? What money is spent in Walmart, man? Is it her fault? No. The reality of it is, who told you it wasn't cool to study agriculture? If you can't feed your family from the dirt in your hand, hey man, you in trouble. Ain't no sovereignty for you. And that's talking to the so-called sovereign Moors or just the people who think they sovereign and this, that, and the other. And you gonna press up on the law and enforce the law. You ain't even got a garden, cuz. You ain't got a garden. You ain't never grew a garden. What are you talking to me about sovereignty for? What are you talking to me about constitutional for? You got a right to grow your own tomato. So this happens when we relinquish that right and gave it to another to take care of our business, and then created these fake trusts, and then all of a sudden these industries then got compromised. The key term is compromise. You understand me? But the point is this lady right here shaking her butt on national television. I'll wait. In her younger days, let's go to her younger days. Did she have to jump on a video and shake her butt, open up her legs, put on some clothes that ain't really no clothes, show all her body? Look, her net worth is $72.3 billion, bro. Quit talking to me, man. I want y'all to comment on that. Help me out. Debate these facts. I want to see you debate a fact of $72.3 billion And how does she make her money, bro? Who spend money? Who have made this family rich? We have. We have. The American people has. I ain't hating on her. I'm not looking to devalue her, demean her legacy in any kind of way, shape, or form. I'm running an analytical comparison to distinguish the real from the fake. Now, which rapper, female rapper, artist made the list? Which one of them people that's taking their clothes off, telling our daughters it's okay to be over-sexualized and to do things that's very inappropriate? They're actually singing this stuff. The babies, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, is singing these songs that's talking about doing sex acts. Sex acts. And then we sitting around here as a society and community grooming them to be prostitutes. The men, the young boys, and the young ladies have no, you know what a prostitute is, you know what a harlot is, right? A person with no regards for who they sleep with. So forget marriage, forget family. So now the abortion rate is up because you didn't groom this little girl and this little boy to be little harlots. And now they with somebody they don't even want to be with. They didn't have a baby, and now they don't want the baby. Now you got to get rid of the baby. Now the abortion rate's going up. It come Planned Parenthood. So you got to understand the common denominator, the connectivity to your heartache, to your trauma. These people are making trillions of dollars off of you. So we gotta, this presentation is to jolt you, to throw your lightning bolt in your brain. Cut that crap off. Turn the station. Find out who the wealthiest women in the world are. Look for inspiration. Look for that motivation. Because Candy Red can't give you this. Gorilla can't give you this. Don't get me wrong, I like Cash Doll, but they can't give you this. They still putting on, I love Cash Doll. Don't get me wrong, I respect her a lot, how she carry herself and this, that, and another. But make no mistake about it, they're not on this list. They're not on this particular top 5 list. Why? Why are they not in the top 5? Why are they not in the top 5? I'm looking at the top 5 dead or alive. I'm looking at the top 5 billionaire men. I'm looking at the top 5 wealthiest families. I'm looking at the top 5, top 10, top 20, top 30. Forget it. Give me the top 369. I don't want to see the rapper. I don't care about the rappers. The rapper's been exposed. I don't care about the basketball stuff because they've been exposed. I don't get me wrong. I love the game itself. I love it when you use it for the right reasons, but the leadership, the top guys, is always compromised. But they're not going to give you the sauce. The sauce is change the frequency. Here's the sauce. Tune in to the Brother Ill Show at www.brotherill.com. You can actually catch us on WIC TV Network on rumble.com and on YouTube at WIC TV or at Wealth Intel TV. You can change the frequency at any time. Our products, services, our podcasts, our videos, everything is designed to help you raise your consciousness, to raise your thoughts to infinite wisdom. Wealth is spiritual. You are spirit. You got to change your thoughts. You got to break free of the poverty enslaved mentality by being cut off from data, that real-time, real impact data that rearranges the angles in your mind so you can see different concepts, not just to see it, but to apply, right? To apply that into a practice, which will instantly change the outcomes to a greater income. You understand me? So now you got to learn how to turn your liabilities, which is your thoughts, which is your brain, which is you, and that habit, you got to turn that liability into an asset. That's what the point of this presentation is. You don't even realize that you've been making everybody else trillionaires while you left to think that life is about emotions and trauma and you cannot rise above the trauma. That's a lie. You don't think these people got traumas in their life? You don't think these people that have been through abuse, rape, slavery, all this stuff? Go back to 1911 when the grandfather founded, when he was in the, what drove Marsh, the grandfather, to create that butterscotch candy, man? Was it poverty? What was it? What drove his grandfather to get him over here? How deep can we go? Because we got to break free of the psychosis that we've been put under, to deny ourselves, to ignore natural law, to embrace falsehood, false proxies, all of this illusionary environment of the mind. We got to get rid of it. Got to move that dark cloud of ignorance and realize that we have the authority, the ability, the power to make other people trillionaires. It's called redirection of revenues. Now we got to take that same thing, that same energy, right? That same frequencies, and we got to apply that to our life and develop our portfolio of wealth, generational wealth.
In America is $15.6 billion wealthier this year due to a 34% jump in Walmart's share price in the last 12 months. The heiress is the only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. Unlike her brothers, she's never sat on the retailer's board, instead choosing to focus on art. She's known for opening the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in her hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas, featuring works from Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell, and Martha Rothko. And at number 1, Francoise Bettencourt Myers.
Man, look at this, bro.
The granddaughter.
Sis, look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. How much her net worth? $99.5 billion. So she got $99 billion. Her net worth, let me rephrase that. Her net worth is $99.5 billion. So she's 5% away from a trillionaire. Is anybody listening? Myers, Francois Bettencourt Myers. Look up her name. Bettencourt. Look up her name. Understand what's happening here. 99.5. What is there to talk about? If I got a daughter, you got a daughter, for the people that got daughters, right? And for the women listening, for the husbands listening, for the fathers listening, why aren't we modeling, like, instead of putting our daughters on Sexy Red, right? After the entertainment music industry has been exposed as a CIA, FBI agenda to destroy our children. You understand me? Destroying our children is destroying our race. It's destroying our people. It's destroying our nation. Understand me? This is serious business here. Serious business here. Why are we not putting our daughters in front of Myers? This lady right here. She got $99.5 billion. I'll be damned to let my daughter listen to goddamn Sexy Red, bro. Gorilla, bro. Are you serious? Talking about the culture. What culture is that? What are you talking about? $99.5 billion? You talk about that little ass money they got? You got to shake some butt. You got to show your private parts. You got to show your breasts. You got to devalue yourself in front of your children and in front of the world for some fame. And then you look up, you've been robbed of all your royalties and your masters anyways. Come on, dog. Are you serious? Sit your daughter down and take her through a history lesson of Francois Bettencourt Myers. She got $99.5 billion in a net worth. Why would you be listening to Sexy Red?
The granddaughter of a L'Oreal founder and heir to the family fortune is the world.
Come on, man. Where are my innovator females at? This is innovation. You wearing the lipstick, right? So the entertainer gonna tell you, oh, I got the latest, I got this name brand. No, you making somebody's family trillionaires, homegirl. You making somebody, every time I see all the entertainers from Cash Doll on down on up to the bigger stars, they got on this name brand. You see what brand they buying? You see how much her money is from these people hyping up these people's brand? Now, I'm not hating on L'Oreal. Do your thing, because you're doing your thing. $99.5 billion net worth that she inherited from her mother. So now you got to go into the L'Oreal family, where they come from, how they get on, what was their struggle, who inspired them to take this step into innovation. You know, people that got sick from this makeup stuff and caught cancer in the face and cancer in the hair, cancer in the lips. I'm not trying to bring them down. I'm just saying, you know, how much have these people been exposed about the harm, the toxic products for profit? But, you know, again, who is purchasing this stuff? The famous people. They telling you, girl, I got the latest this and this, that, and this, that, and that. And all they're doing is being walking billboards, paid actors. They're running a commercial. This is a marketing strategy to keep these people trillionaires, bro. I'm going to challenge the audience. Let's come up. Let's create the next big makeup brand. Come on. I know you listen. I know you watching. I know that the thought is already in you. You thought about this already. You had this vision. Well, let this be motivation to you. 99.5 billion net worth. You understand me? 99.5 billion. Now show me Sexy Red. Show me all these female. What's that sister name, man? Not Nicki Minaj, the other. Show me. They run around here with that little money, and then they only can show you. They only can perpetrate that on people with no money, with less than them. They can't go around people that got more money than them, talking about they this, that, and the other. They're gonna get laughed at. You got a couple $1 million. Man, I got a few billion. These people can't come in the same room with L'Oreal, man. And talk about they getting money. She got 99.5 billion in net worth. You got a few million, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 71 million. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. You just got to $1 billion. Now you can see it's levels to this stuff, bruh. I seen Oprah. Her net worth is 2.7 billion. They claim she's the richest American woman, or richest, wealthiest so-called black woman in America. 2.7. Sis got 99.5. The lady before her got 73 point something. The other lady before her got 64 point something. See, the Amazon wife, she gave away $17.3 billion, no strings attached, in the giveaways over a number of years. Come on, dog. Stop playing. Where them people at, them rappers these entertainers y'all keep looking up to? How much money have they gave away to your community? None, zero, nada. But they stole your money. That's why you went out and purchased $5,000, $10 worth of clothes and cosmetics and candy, but you didn't buy up the block of all the houses. You didn't spend that. You didn't invest that money into investment properties. You didn't buy back the block with your $10,000 outfit. You didn't buy back the block with that $20,000, $50,000, $1 million chains and jewelry you got on and glasses. You didn't buy back the block over your $10,000 pair of Jordans and Gubianas and all of these family brands that you putting on, and you want me to go buy the stuff? Is you out your mind? I created my own. I'm gonna create my own shoe. Buy my shoe. No, that's too much for you. No, you can't support me to get to $1 billion. You can't support me and my network, but you can support L'Oreal. See, that's the sickness that exists within our community. Oh, Brother L, oh, hell no, we can't support his shit. but we can support L'Oreal. We can support 99.5 billion. We can support that. We can support the candy, and we can support Jacqueline Mars, 64-point-something million enterprise, and M&M candy, Mars chocolate, ruining your teeth. That's sending you straight over into the hospital where the other sister is already up in there with the medical technology. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, dog. You're sick and you need to get healed. You're sick. This is sickening. Why should my daughter be subjected to having to alienate, demean, devalue herself for livable wages, profits, or support? You ain't shaking no ass. We ain't supporting that. You ain't talking about sucking no bleep. We ain't supporting that. What? What you mean? No, we ain't supporting that. We ain't supporting no upright, independent, no family, no real image of a sister. No real image of a sister. That false proxy they got out here. Oh, this, that, independent, this, that. And they want to attack the males, weaken the males. No. Weaken the, all you do is weaken the family. You seen about the epidemic that happened when they locked all the daddies up in my time. What happened? You got a bunch of weak men, oversensitized men, unresponsible men. That's what you got, a society. And then you got who ate up the money, who ate up the profits off that. Child support ate up the profits. Weaken the men some more, subjecting the men some more, and pushing the sister towards poverty. Oh, we got you. We got a voucher for you. We got a little check for you. We got a little bridge card for you, as long as you give us cuz. That destroyed our ability to create generational wealth. I know personally, I fought against that system. How can you have me on child support? How can I even be thought of being on child support? And all my children I raised under my household, under my roof. Of course I fought the system. You got me confused. I will never, ever support them people. Ever. Because I've seen it on all sides. I fought it. I pushed against it. I advocated for what I'm talking about now. Empowerment of our community. Empowerment. Wealth empowerment. Economic empowerment. Educational empowerment. Independence empowerment. You understand me? I've been doing this since 2011. Fighting, pushing, building in the minds and the hearts of our people that they are better than what they ever thought they can be and what they ever was told they can be. You are lifetimes ahead of that. You are light years ahead of that. The moment that you're able to shake free from the manipulation, because it's all manipulation. This is why the presentation is so important. So you can see the people that you have made trillionaires. It's time to make yourself a trillionaire. Stop buying this crap. Start inventing your own. You are an inventor. You are an innovator. You are a creator. The source of creation, you are one and the same. So if you can create this class of new billionaires, 369, you can create yourself to be in that class of billionaires. You could be a part of the new 379. We need to add 10 more of our sisters, females, to that list. That list. We need to push them and provide them with the resources and tools they need to be innovators. Because we got to compete. We got to compete. This is about competing at the highest level. But we can't compete if we always distracted. We're distracted by the entertainers. We're distracted by the fake food. We're distracted by the fake politicians. We're distracted by fake family members. We're distracted by fake friends. We're distracted by fake customs. We're distracted by fake laws. We're distracted by fake money. We're distracted by fake religions and fake ideologies, all false proxies. She got 99.5 billion net worth, bro. Stop playing with me. Them name brands y'all keep spending and investing into, These are family last names. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with yourself. Cut off the Breakfast Club and come to the Brother Ill Show when we're going to deliver you some real news. Not that fake, false, proxy news. That propaganda they pushing out here. The Shade Room, pushing fake news out here. Nick Cannon Show, fake news. The Zeus, fake news. All of it's fake. It's to capture, to keep you enslaved, to keep you from the real news. Who is L'Oreal? How did she get $99.5 billion net worth, dog?
World's richest woman for the fourth consecutive year. The majority of her wealth is tied to her nearly 35% stake in cosmetic giant L'Oreal Group, which has $45 billion in revenue and marquee brands like Maybelline, Kiehl's, and Lancome. Bettencourt Meyers, who inherited her fortune from her mother, Lillian Bettencourt, first appeared on Forbes' billionaires list in 2018, worth $42.2 billion.
Come on, bro. To each his own, but come on, man. So I'm not even going on the 5 richest billionaires in the world dealing with these men. I'm cool on that right now. Let's talk about the women. Let's focus on that for a minute. And again, I've said all I had to say in my reaction to that. Let me see what we got here. Well, we got a message from the chat. ADHD. That's Beyonce. My bad. I wasn't in my studio. I was actually controlling the show from the actual screen, so I wasn't inside of the studio. But absolutely. But now we can see. Promote this information. Get this information out to the people. Make sure this go viral. Why is this information not going viral? Because we have decided to accept illusions as a reality and wonder why we're losing as a reality. And that's a bar. Listen, thank y'all for joining the Brother Ill show this morning. Make sure y'all visit us at www.brotherill.com. Check out our products and resources and tools that we have to empower the people, as we just said earlier in this presentation. This is a special presentation. We have another one to help the fellas, and not just the fellas, but the family, the people, to help them become more strategic thinkers on our next episode. So be on the lookout for that. And again, if you're looking for more content of this nature, you can subscribe to WIC TV Network on rumble.com. It's a space where it's censorship free. We don't get shut down the moment we start talking about things that they don't like, right? 2, you can also go over to YouTube at WIC TV, at Wealth Intel TV, or WIC TV on YouTube. It's a lot of tons of content and resources. You can also, I never mentioned the Spotify podcast, the Brother Ill show, or Brother Ill, More Science with Brother Ill, but you can find it. Let me get the right stuff out here. But you can also find the podcast on all the major platforms, Spotify, Apple, etc., Apple Podcasts, etc. Brother Ill, More Science with Brother Ill, the Brother Ill show. You can find it there. So we're running on all of those platforms. We on Thread, X. You can follow us on X at Ravanna. That's RAVANNA_EL. That's EL. Trying to think where else we at. We everywhere. Truth Social at the Real Brother Ill. You can find us at that on Truth Social. Same thing on Rumble at Real Brother Ill. Twitter, not Twitter, X, not X, TikTok. We on TikTok too at Prince Ravanna Miles EL4. I had to change that up to something simpler than that. That's a lot, right? We on TikTok too. So we everywhere pushing this message, whether it's voter education, financial literacy, whether it's entrepreneurship, fitness, basketball, sports related content, entertainment, educational. We do our best to cover relevant topics and issues in such a way that's applicable to the mind, exciting to the mind. I always had the saying, law should be attractive, or not law, but knowledge. Knowledge should be attractive. And the way that they present knowledge is a turn off, right? It turns people off. Well, here, without having to pause, we're gonna turn your light back on. That light is always associated with knowledge, and that knowledge is knowledge of yourself, your ancestors, and the great God of the universe. So, and your connectivity to that, which is the nearest place we can meet the Most High is in the heart. Concepts, consciousness, you know, um, and you don't let people rob your mind's consciousness, telling you that your greatness resides somewhere else other than within you. That's insanity to even listen to something like that. And I don't know how long we've allowed ourselves to be listeners of a foreign tongue, which tells us that our creator exists outside of us. That's amazing information, right? That is de facto information. That is opposite of wise information. That's robbing you of your consciousness. What you looking for is inside of you. And you cannot discover that, find that, what's inside of you if you're constantly distracted and focused on what's outside of you. So you need to cut off the TV, cut off the phones, close the windows, close the blinds, cut off the lights, and meditate. And in that quiet space, you can hear that still small voice. And that voice that you hear is the most high. It's the most high. Your ancestors. They're talking to you. They've been communicating with you. People will say, it's my first mind, it's my instinct. I got a gut instinct. I feel this. It's your ancestors talking to you, guiding you, sending you the message, but you're so distorted. The signal is so distorted from all of the things that we already identify. Meditation is the key. Exercising is the key to strengthen the meditation so you can get the correct guidance. Stop looking outside of yourself for answers. Look within. That's where all the secrets lies. Again, thanks for joining the Brother Ill Show. Y'all have a productive day and peace.